99% of men never do this, but women absolutely love it. And the crazy part, it has nothing to do with money, muscles, or looks. Think about this for a second. You've probably seen it happen. That one guy, he's not the best looking in the room. Doesn't drive a fancy car, doesn't wear designer clothes, he's just normal. And yet women are drawn to him. They smile more when he's around, they laugh louder, they lean in closer, they remember him. While you, maybe you've done everything right. You're respectful, you're kind, you listen, you're not a player. You treat her the way she deserves, and somehow, you still end up being the guy she tells her problems to, while she runs off with someone else. It feels unfair, right? But here's what no one tells you. Attraction isn't logical, it's emotional, and most men are trying to impress her mind, while the 1% are speaking directly to her heart. They know how to create a moment, a vibe, a feeling she can't explain, but doesn't want to end. They understand a deeper truth, that the most powerful thing you can offer a woman is not your money, your status, or your words. It's your presence, your emotional awareness, your ability to see her, feel her, and connect with her in a way no one else does. That's the shift. That's what 99% of men miss. But if you're still here, still listening, that tells me something about you. You're not like most men. And if you keep watching, you're about to learn the skill that changes everything. Number 1. Listening without fixing or judging. There's a kind of silence that speaks louder than words. It's the silence of a man who stays, not to control, not to fix, but to witness. And most men, 99% of them, never learn the power of that kind of silence. See, most of us grew up believing that if someone we care about is in pain, we have to do something, we have to offer a solution, give advice, say the right thing, fix it, because that's what men are taught to do, solve problems. But a woman's pain, it's not always a problem to be solved. Sometimes it's a wave to be held, a storm to be stood with, not stopped. And if you try to shut it down too quickly, you don't save her, you erase her. Think of a time when she opened up, when her voice trembled a little, when she hesitated before saying what she really felt. That moment, the pause before the truth, that's sacred ground. What did you do? Did you rush in with logic? Did you say, "You're overthinking it"? It's not a big deal, just calm down, because in that moment you might have thought you were helping, but to her it felt like dismissal, like she handed you her heart, and you put it back in her hands. But the 1%, they do something else, something rare. They don't interrupt, they don't jump in, they don't try to rescue her from her emotions. They simply stay, not with empty silence, but with anchored presence, a steady gaze, a calm breath, a soft nod that says, "I'm with you. Keep going." They don't fill the space with noise, they hold it. They make it safe for her to keep unraveling, and word by word, layer by layer. And do you know what happens when a woman feels truly heard? Her body relaxes, her guard drops, her eyes soften, because, for maybe the first time in a long time, she doesn't feel like she has to perform or explain or be the strong one. She gets to just be, and that's priceless. She doesn't need you to have all the answers. She needs to feel like she can fall apart in front of you, and you won't walk away, that you won't flinch when she's raw, that you won't pull back when she's vulnerable, that you won't make her feel crazy for feeling deeply. Because she doesn't want a perfect man, she wants a present man. So the next time she opens up, don't rush to fix her pain. Let her feel it. Let it move through the space between you and just be there. Grounded, unshaken, real. Sometimes presence is more powerful than protection, and being with her matters more than being right. And if you can master this, if you can become the rare kind of man who listens without judgment, you will earn something no amount of charm or looks or money can buy, her trust, her depth, her full, unguarded self. And from that place, that's where the real magic begins. Number 2, leading her emotionally, not controlling her. Real masculinity isn't loud. It doesn't dominate. It doesn't need to control or command attention. It's quiet, grounded, present. It moves like a calm river beneath chaos, and that energy is what women crave, often without even knowing why. A lot of men misunderstand leadership in relationships. They think it means being the decision maker, the alpha, the one who always has the final say. But emotional leadership, here's something entirely different. It's not about telling her what to feel or pushing her to be less emotional. It's about being the one who stays calm when she can't. Being the rock she can lean on, not the wall she crashes into. Imagine this. She's spiraling. Maybe it's anxiety. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's one of those nights where the world just feels too much. Her voice gets louder. Her words start to scatter. She's emotional, reactive, unsure of what she even needs. Now, pause. Because in that moment, most men either try to shut her down, get defensive, walk away. But the rare man, the 1%, he does something else. He doesn't fight her storm. He becomes the I within it. He looks her in the eyes and says calmly, clearly, "I've got you. We're okay. Feel everything you need. I'm not going anywhere." You don't overpower her feelings. You guide her through them like a lighthouse in the fog. And no, that doesn't mean you lose yourself. It means you know how to stay grounded without absorbing her emotional waves. Because the truth is, women don't want a man who's cold and stoic, and they definitely don't want a man who becomes more reactive than they are. They want a man who can hold the container so they can soften into it. Emotional leadership is subtle. It shows up in the way you breathe, the tone of your voice, the steadiness in your body. It's in how you touch her lower back when she's anxious, how you give her space without disconnection, how you remain firm, but never forceful. It's not about dominance, it's about direction. It's not about controlling her path, it's about walking beside her with clarity and calm, even when the road gets dark. The masculine leads not by pushing, but by inviting. Not by silencing, but by holding. Not by demanding trust, but by earning it moment by moment, breath by breath. And when a woman feels that from you, that emotional leadership, she relaxes, her armor melts, her femininity flows, because she knows with him I don't have to carry it all. With him, I can fall and be caught. That's not control. That's safety. That's what creates a love that doesn't just spark and it lasts. So ask yourself, are you reacting to her emotions, or are you guiding the emotional energy of the relationship? Because when you lead with emotional depth, not dominance, not ego, but real presence, you become unforgettable, not because you impressed her, but because you made her feel something no other man did, safe, understood, held free. Number 3, communicating through energy, not just words. Words are easy. Anyone can say, "I love you." Anyone can send a good morning text. Anyone can learn the right things to say. But energy? Energy doesn't lie. It can't be faked. It's the invisible language she feels, even when you say nothing at all. You ever wonder why a man walks into a room and women notice him even before he speaks? It's not his looks, not his height, not his clothes. It's his energy, his presence, the unspoken message his body is radiating at every moment. A man can say, "You're beautiful," but if his energy is insecure, needy, or performative, she feels that. And it doesn't land. Another man can say absolutely nothing, but look at her with eyes that see right through her walls, and in that gaze, she feels more adored, more desired, more safe than 1,000 compliments ever could. This is what 99% of men miss. They focus on the words, while the 1% focus on the vibe, because feminine energy doesn't respond to logic. It responds to feeling. She's constantly asking, silently, "Can I trust your presence? Are you grounded, or are you trying to impress me? Do you want me, or do you need validation from me?" And she doesn't look for your answer with her ears. She feels it with her nervous system. So how do you communicate without words? It's in your body, your breath, the way you walk into a space without needing to prove yourself, the way you hold eye contact, slow, steady, without tension. It's in the way you touch her, not rushing, not grabbing, not seeking, but with intention, with slowness, with grounded desire that says, "I'm not here to take, I'm here to feel." It's in how you show up when she's emotional, not by saying the right thing, but by being the right space. You slow down, you breathe deeper, you stay open even when she's closed, You let her storm move through you without trying to contain it. And she feels it, instantly. Not in her mind, but in her body. Women live in their bodies. They trust their bodies before they trust your words. And your energy tells her everything. Are you anxious? Are you disconnected? Are you hiding something? Are you present with her or just physically next to her? And when she feels your energy is real, relaxed, grounded, that's when she opens. Softens, trusts. You want her to crave you. Don't just talk to her ears, speak to her body, speak to her nervous system. Let her feel your stillness. Let her feel your depth. Let her feel that you're not chasing, you're offering. Because, at the end of the day, what stays with her is not what you said. It's what your presence felt like. And when your energy becomes a place where she feels safe, desired, held, seen, she won't forget it. She'll return to it, again and again. Words may impress her mind, but energy, real, masculine, embodied energy, that speaks to her soul. Be the man she feels, not just hears. In the end, being the man women truly crave. It's not about doing more. It's about being more present, more grounded, more emotionally attuned, more real. Because women don't remember the guy who said all the clever things. They remember the one who made them feel safe to fall apart and still feel beautiful in the mess. The truth is, you don't need to have perfect words. You don't need to always know what to do. You just need to be there, really be there. Not trying to fix, not trying to win, just holding space fully, bravely, calmly. In a world full of noise, distraction, and surface-level connection, be the man whose presence speaks louder than his mouth. Be the man who doesn't chase, but attracts effortlessly because he knows who he is. Be the man who listens, leads, feels, not to manipulate, but because he lives from depth. And when you become that man, she'll feel it, long before you say a word. And when she does, she won't want to let go. Because in the end, real connection isn't about what you say. It's about who you are, when you say nothing at all. And if this message spoke to something deep in you, if it reminded you of the kind of man you're becoming, or already are, then don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a brother who needs to hear it. Like this video if it resonated, and hit that subscribe button, because we're just getting started. This channel isn't about surface advice, it's about depth, about real stories, and the kind of masculine truth most people are too afraid to talk about. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening with your heart, not just your ears. Until next time, stay grounded, stay real, and stay dangerous in the most beautiful way. This is Enigmatic, Tell Stories, where the truth always hits deeper.